What a tinfoil hat theory. Voltron is a Pokeball possessed by a Haunter. Take Pokeball, take Hunter's eyes. And that's how Voltron was born. Theory: when Haunter possessed Voltron, he became trapped. Thus the button is missing and it can't open. And he explodes because he's angry that he can't get out.
Hi there everyone and welcome to another week of the Jolt Switch podcast here. We have a few things to run through quickly this week. We are back to that welcome to the esport era of Pokemon Go. There's a whole bunch of news that's happened over the last week or so. We do also have, of course, that event radar because events just keep coming. We do have some Silph Arena news going on as well. And a little bit of information on the 5G network that's coming to Canada.
That's exciting.
That would be really huge for anything on augmented reality, not just Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah.
Now, before we take off here, we always like to remind you that our podcast is powered by Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can help the PvP scene that we admin within our region, and any level of support does help immensely. Now, if monetary support isn't quite your thing, make sure to drop a rating on any of those podcast providers you're using, like Apple Podcasts, for instance. Just show us that you like what you hear. And yes, we do read those ratings on air. So if you leave a comment, you'll hear your comment.
Even if you're our mom.
Or sister.
Or sister.
So diving in here, I mean, the first kind of biggest step that happened was a gentleman called, his username is iiNK, started pushing. He works with Rebel Gaming. He's the head of esports for Rebel Gaming now. And he was pushing to make Pokemon Go an esport.
Yes, sir.
Which is amazing. He does play. He's level 40. He's more into sort of the raiding and gym battling scene, so PvP is new for him, but he's big into esports, so he knows how to raise money and build events and make things grow.
Yep.
You're panicking over there and opening Pokemon Go. What's going on?
I forgot that I left my Tyranitar at the gym. No. Shit. Mistakes were made.
So it's really good to see someone in that sort of place that that has the ability to push to make things grow. Taking that initiative for us and helping us build what we're looking for. Now there are a lot of different aspects that that they've been speaking to. Things like the Swiss battle system that Silph Arena uses, where it's similar to round robin. Oh my gosh, you've been there for 4 days.
I know. Usually I get knocked out within 4 minutes. Holy shit. I bet you the kids are on like
Holidays
winter break
something.
or some shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Carry on.
So, he was saying that the Swiss system for Silph Arena needed to be changed or adjusted or removed, perhaps, for team battles, which makes sense. It's similar to like a round robin, which can take a long time. I understand why Silph Arena used it, because if you go to a tournament and it's single or double elimination,
Yeah.
and you show up for this big thing and all of a sudden you're done in 1 or 2 matches,
Yeah.
that can be really disheartening.
Yeah.
And
Discouraging.
yes, definitely.
And upsetting.
Of course. Upsetting about the spaghetti.
I'm literally just gonna open up a thesaurus. Just keep going.
So, what he was speaking to for teams was something very similar to that you see lots of other esports games going through. My best way to describe it without having sort of a diagram in front of me is like the soccer pools that you see when they do the World Cup, or the hockey pools that you see in the Olympics, where it's like
You're a hockey pool.
where there's like 4 or 5 teams in one pool.
Yeah.
And they do a round robin in that pool.
Uh-huh.
So it builds very similar to a draft. So like pool A would be 1. So like first place, second place, third place through teams A through, let's say, F.
Yeah.
And then F would have, so A is 1, B is 2, C is 3.
F is for friends.
F is for friends. So what would happen is F would get the first pick, or the last pick of the first round, so to speak, and then get the next one too. So you'd have back-to-back teams, and then it flows back through all the way back to A. And then with, for instance, if there were 5 teams in each pool, the 5th team for each of those pools would be decided by that double elimination. So it would be like the wild card week for the NFL. You battle it off to find out who makes it.
Yeah.
And then from those rankings, then you get dropped into your own pool. Then you do the round robin, and then the winners from the round, it's going over your head. But the winner from the round robin goes to another double elimination for tournament champion.
Cool. What a great story.
There's a whole bunch of different ways that it
again.
can be. There's a whole bunch of different ways that it can go through, and I really like the way he explained it.
I like the way you move. I'm sorry. It's not going
It
well.
sounds like they are looking for places to hold their big tournament. He's looking to raise $10,000 for this tournament.
$10,000 hairs? Shit. Where would he hold it?
They're looking at a few places. He says nothing's been set in stone. But where they're looking right now is either Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
Or
Arlington,
Texas.
So warm.
Yes.
Nice. I would be down just to not be here with 15 centimeters of fucking snow.
I'd be totally game to go and shoutcast.
Well, yeah.
That would be amazing.
Depends when.
Agreed. But yeah, there's big moves being made right now in the esports community for Pokemon Go.
It's rumbling.
It's finally
big time rumbling.
And once this started,
yeah,
one of the esports teams that's named Lethal Gaming.
They signed.
They signed Martogald.
And honestly, me saying what's his face is not even like offensive. I literally ask me about an actor, I'll be like, I don't fucking know. Like, it's a stretch that I know who Johnny Depp is.
So when they signed this guy, he was rank 3 on Silverina in the world.
Yes.
And he actually popped in on our stream for our tournament the other night.
He did.
And I said, hey, what's up? And I said, I just want to confirm, did you actually get signed? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah, very humble though.
Yeah, that was it, and he just focused on the battling.
Then the tournament, there was no
He wasn't strutting his stuff or anything. It was really cool.
Well, just kind of because I'm like, oh, he's that person.
and I thought it was really neat because I think the first thing I saw was that he'd been signed, and then I took a look at their Twitter page. Yeah. And their header for the different games that they had. Yeah. Already had Pokemon Go on it.
That's crazy.
So they're like, on board, let's go.
Well, you have to, right? Because, what's the point of doing anything if you're not going to update stuff?
Right.
That's stupid. You might as well just stay home. Bye.
So the community is definitely rumbling, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the future because this could take off and be amazing. I'm really hoping that they work hand in hand with Sylph. Yeah. Because, Sylph has been big on making the competitive aspect of the community to this point. Yeah. Yes, some touches may need to be made for those team aspects, but working with someone like iiNK or anyone else within the esports community can help them build that and get them better and more funding. Yeah. Which is really what we need to build.
Well, yeah. This is what dreams are made of.
So moving through to our event radar. There.
You won't let me get a soundboard.
Go get your soundboard.
Huh?
Go get your soundboard.
Where?
I don't know.
It's in my mouth.
It's in my mouth.
It's in my hand. I'm just doing it, man.
So we do have a special raid weekend coming up. Next weekend, January 24th to January 27th. Starts and ends at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on those respective days. Okay. Will be Latias and Latios coming back. Latios. For the weekend. So Friday to Monday. Always shiny possible now that they've been released. Shiny. So you've got, red, yellow, green, and blue as the multicolored fun times.
I think you have both, don't you?
Yes.
I have none.
I got lucky with the
hurts.
research box one time.
Well, yeah. Good for you. Look, I actually mean that. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm way too tired.
Way too tired to be an asshole.
Yeah.
That says something.
I know. It's kicking the crap out of me.
Now, last Saturday, so the day before our tournament, we had the Victory Road Orlando Mega Cup.
Yes.
Hundreds of people.
That took a lot to process, but yes.
There were 8 rounds in this tournament. And
That's
one guy stayed victorious for the whole time.
Like swept?
Swept.
Who the fuck was it? Because
Valor Ash.
Valor Ash, yeah, because I saw a tweet about it. I was
one
like,
of the Elite Four.
Fuck.
There's House Stark, Valor Ash, Toshi, and I sincerely apologize, I can't remember who the 4th guy is. Mm-hmm. But Valor Ash, one of the Elite Four, who was brought from Elite Four TV to Go Stadium as the Elite Four, swept.
Fuck.
Like, yo, dude.
Can you imagine? But I don't know why, in my mind, I'm like, 8 rounds is a little short.
We've been seeing between 8 and 10 with the mega tournaments.
Yeah, but I'm just like thinking, that's like...
It's based on an exponent of how many,
okay, because
right?
I was like, ours was like, what, 4? We've had 6, so I'm like, how can it be only 2 more?
So
you know what I mean?
It does, yeah. It does depend on the number of people that make it out.
Kinda
So
with my head, because I'm like, I don't understand.
But I mean, everyone's pushing to get to 10 because we've seen 9, so now everyone wants 10. Then
have we
want 11.
had 10?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like, not in the entire world, which is saying something because South America and
Brazil.
And yeah, like that sort of area.
Yeah.
They
but I thought Brazil specifically had like the hugest one.
Oh, they have the biggest tournaments usually.
Yeah. Or is it Argentina?
I can't remember.
Fuck.
But it's that sort of South America region that puts them on and just takes off like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, last year if you looked at the rankings, it was like Brazil, Argentina, Brazil, Brazil, like all the like top ranked players. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
Because it's warm. No. Here, no one wants to go outside. Shitty.
Now, rolling up to this 8-round tournament.
Yes.
I noticed a team that I actually liked. Like, I was watching them sort of interact with the people and everything.
Yeah. With the peoples?
Yeah, their team name is Team Regicide.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you told me about this when I was falling asleep the other night.
So, the name sounds slightly vulgar if you don't quite know what it means. But they played a twist on it. First of all, Reggies. Of course, you've got the Reggie Bros.
Reggie.
And they've tied that into their logo. They have the eyes for the Reggie Bros in their logo.
That's cute.
Now, what they said that caught my eye was coming to take down your kings and queens of PvP.
Yeah, because that's what...
Yes, the definition of regicide is the murder of royalty, essentially, kings and queens.
Which is like royal genocide.
Pretty much.
If you put it together, like if I'm breaking it apart.
So, 2 of those guys actually got to make it to the tournament. There's 4 people on the team.
Yeah.
2 of them, and I just want to give a little in-depth profile on them because I got to have a little conversation with their
That's cool.
With their guys. Jake does hurdles, who is their team captain, was able to make it to the Victory Road or the Victory Road tournament there. He did go 5-3. He lost rounds 2, 5, and 6. So it looked like losing round 2 might have shook him up a little bit along the way. But he is a... Oh my goodness, is that outside?
That's Panpour outside. I'm sorry.
So he is a challenger rank. He's actually ranked 878 after that tournament. And he is Team Instinct. In Orlando, he actually brought Wigglytuff, Altaria, Whiscash, Alolan Sandslash, Alolan Marowak, and Shiftry. And they seem to do him pretty well there.
Very shifty.
Much shifty.
Such shifty. Very twisty.
Just 1 second. I want to get that Panpour before it disappears.
It's in the corner here. Hopefully you'll drift over there because we're more on that side of the pen building.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Of course, I've got eggs hatching. That's just going to make that life easy.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, look. I hatched a 10k. That was a Phoebus.
Was it shiny?
No.
Fucking Phoebus. That's all that's been coming out of that.
There it is.
I found a wild Phoebus. A shiny Phoebus.
Yeah, I still don't have one.
You don't have a shiny Phoebus?
I do not.
I win.
I hatched an Absol.
Is it shiny?
No.
No.
They got the Pampor.
PM4. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
My buddy's freaking out at me about something.
Who? Oh, your buddy bought Pokemon?
Alright, anyway, back to Team Regicide. Jake does hurdles. He did peak in Season 1 around rank 1,776, so he's doing a lot better this season already. He did finish around rank 5,000. He did compete throughout the championships, actually in Chicago for Season 1. He took part in the open tournament beforehand to get in. They were saying that his most memorable battle was against House Stark, who is one of the Elite Four, where it was a Pittsburgh Mega Mirror Cup, which was the Twilight Cup. Apparently he got smoked pretty good. Now he is a full-time graduate student at Ohio University, so congrats to that. That's
right.
kind of awesome, especially pulling a team captain here and doing so damn well.
Fuck.
Another one that made it out to the tournament was Yes.
Oh.
He's a Sylph Ranger in West Virginia. That means that they work with the Sylph.
West Virginia.
Yeah, I knew you'd be excited for that.
Mount Mama.
And the quote that I got.
Was it "Take Me Home"?
No.
Country roads. Damn
he said travels, and then in all caps, everywhere to compete.
But country roads will take him home.
Now his name is Dylan. So Jake and Dylan actually first met at a Nightmare tournament in Butler, Pennsylvania.
That's cool.
So these guys travel, as you duh.
Well, yeah, duh.
Right. Jake beat Dylan in the first round of the tournament, but they both ended up going 4-1 and tied with another trainer. Now, Dylan has traveled to Germany, California, and Chicago to play PvP.
Okay.
He's gone to Germany.
German, yeah.
To play PvP.
Well, why the fuck not? If we had the opportunity, wouldn't you go to Germany?
Well, yeah.
Well, fuck yeah.
Now, his most recent notable performance before that Orlando Mega Tournament was running Triple Dragon in the Timeless Mega Cup in California. So that's pretty cool. And King and Nick were doing shoutcasting there.
Oh, yeah.
So Triple Dragon. People were doing Double Dragon and it was super, super risky. He did Triple Dragon.
Shit.
He was 6-0 going into round 7 there. And was one of the last of the undefeated players left. He was actually featured on a content creator named Taco. Taco 33433. He was featured for about 10 minutes on that stream. Did get to discuss his strategy, his bio, his team. Dylan kind of took a skid in the last 3 rounds, so it was a 9-round tournament, like I said there. So he went 6. He went 6-3.
It's not so bad.
But he did lose to the champion, who was Lemon Lime and Valor Ash as well.
Huh.
Now, he is known for always having a smile on his face, and I took a peek just to make sure this was true, but he has a very amazing beard.
Oh my god. I like a good beard, though.
I know you do.
Yeah. Okay, I respect that.
I respect that. Now, in Orlando, he also went 5-3, losing rounds 2, 3, and 7. Now, round 7, he actually lost to Ramberto, who is another really well-known PvPer. He's on another podcast that I tune into sometimes as well.
You mean Battler?
What?
You mean Battler?
Ramberto?
No, Battler, because you keep calling them PvPers and everyone gets upset. I don't know if it was you or Mango during your
I don't know.
during your Fusion Cup. The chat was going crazy. They were like, battlers, fucking damn it, not PvPers. What the fuck? So cut that shit out. You upset people.
I'll work on
it. I'll do better.
So he did lose to Ramberto, who, like I said, is a really great battler. I've actually got him on my friends list. We haven't been able to battle yet, but I actually ran into him on the Atticus Nair Discord. So it was pretty cool. In Orlando, he did bring Bronzong, Shiftry, Wigglytuff, Poliwrath, Noctowl, and Swampert.
Yes.
And right now he is a challenger rank. He's ranked actually at 1,300. Also, Team Instinct. Now, the last one I want to speak to isn't actually is an alternate battler for the team. But I like the story behind Cole. They've named him as the head of philanthropy for Team Regicide. He specializes in creating a good environment for trainers everywhere. Spends his summers volunteering at a camp for children with troubled homes. And is behind the scenes battler and alternate for Team Regicide. So not a lead battler, but he, like I said, I like his story as a person. It's really cool to see some of these teams starting to grow and come out and have all of these amazing stories too.
Well, yeah.
Now, another event that might be coming forward on the radar. Can you make some radar sound?
Do you want a radar sound? It's my angry pug radar.
Oh my god. So
don't ask me to do things.
So the Lunar New Year is coming.
Can we go to Mandarin?
Do you want to go to Mandarin?
Yes. Giant shrimp, man.
Alright, we'll keep going to Mandarin.
Fuck it.
So last year for the Lunar New Year we had Spoink Mess.
And what do you mean Spoink Mess? Spoink is adorbs.
It went shiny and blah blah blah. And
I still want a shiny Spoink.
I get that. Now, last year, the Lunar New Year came with increased lucky trade chances.
Okay, yeah.
We don't know what's coming for this year.
Because it's a surprise.
Much surprise.
Much surprise.
They did have, Minichu in that like flying squirrel looking thing.
Yes.
In the code, and then I got pulled really quickly.
Why? I don't know. Twisty.
Very twisty.
Builds tinfoil hat.
So maybe that's what's coming for the Lunar New Year, but again, I want to know the rewards.
I want to know what love is.
Want you to show me.
Well, what do you... Okay, hold on. What do you want the rewards to be?
Stardust. Anything Stardust I'm happy with.
Oh my god, you're so boring.
Stardust and TMs.
I'm gonna get you a t-shirt that says that.
Stardust and TMs?
Yeah, man. Like...
Give me a star piece every day when I spin a Pokestop. Screw this incubator shit.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's not doing that anymore, is it?
No. That was for
those donuts.
the Christmas event. Dolce de leche.
I want the chocolate truffles. Oh my god, I want everything.
But yeah, I'd go for a star piece instead of a single use incubator.
Yeah, I know you would.
Oh hell yeah! And then, or a TM, or both. Hell, give me both.
No, fuck this! I want it all. I want it now. This is a musical episode, if you haven't noticed.
What about you? What are you hoping for rewards there?
Money.
Money reward. Well, that's coming with the esports.
I just want like all the money. No. I think I'd be okay with like a special egg. I like my mind goes very out there. Like I don't want what's there. I would want like, you know how like you have a 7K egg? Give me a like, I don't know, give me a 6 or a 9 or a 12K egg.
With
that's
what?
like I don't know, something special that's not out there anymore. Make it like, cause it's the Chinese stuff, right?
I get
give
what
me
you
like
mean.
a golden red egg.
But what we
Dragon egg.
need to be concerned with that.
I don't want to be concerned. Stop ruining it.
Is that if your egg space is not available,
yeah,
how do you get the egg?
You just get the egg. It's an extra egg, goes as an item, and then you put it in when there's space.
Okay. Right.
If that makes sense.
I guess. Or just make available additional slots.
Or something. Because there's a whole line at the bottom that's not filled. That could be for eggs.
Right.
Like if you go into the screen, there's an empty line. So that could be for like event eggs.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, I guess I'm maybe basing this off of Wizards Unite. But we had those dragon eggs.
Right.
For the event, right?
Yeah,
that you could like do all the shit. But this I thought would be cool if you got like a completely different Pokemon that you don't have, and have it just for like the Lunar New Year. Like have it holding a mooncake or some shit.
Mooncake?
Yeah. Mooncake.
We need to watch season 2.
Have you been watching it?
No.
Oh.
We started together and you fell asleep and we never got to watch it again.
I am sorry. There's reasons for that.
No,
okay?
I know.
I apologize.
We just focus on watching so many things. It's hard to keep
not
up on
even my
everything.
fault anymore. I don't decide this.
True kitty.
True kitty. But that's what I would wish. I just want something like, because I'm used to getting like, this is a reward, like this is a reward. I just want something like grand. If that makes sense. Like I get bored super easily.
Right.
So I mean, I've put it down. Like realistically, I've put it down somewhat. I've slowed down on taking pictures, so our Instagram's been kind of poopy. But like, that's because of what's been going on in life.
Oh yeah.
And I've been like literally working, sleeping, and doing blood tests and shit.
Yeah.
So
all the fun stuff.
All the good stuff. So that'll do that. But like, I just wish, because I find like, you know, Chinese New Year and stuff like that is fun and is like a celebration. Like all I think of is fireworks, delicious food, and like red and gold everywhere. Right? So like I wish there was something that does that.
Brought that together.
Yeah, and like don't give me a fucking red and gold egg with a fucking Feebas in it. Get the fuck out of here, you know? Like give us
red and gold 12K eggs filled with shiny Gibble.
There you go. Or regionals or some shit.
Gen 2 regionals.
Yes.
Because they did Gen 1 in the 7Ks.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yes.
give us like something that's like, that'll make me want to walk that fucking egg.
Yeah.
Which is good for me now.
Now, is it super incubator compatible?
Yes. Where the fuck wouldn't it be?
Because it's an event egg?
What kind of barbarian do you think I am?
What?
Well, 7K eggs are like special eggs. They come from gifts. So should that not apply to a super incu?
No, but they're not really special. Like, okay, the 12K egg idea,
yeah,
I would see only happening for this event, and then all of a sudden the 12K eggs disappear.
That's what I'm saying.
7Ks have not disappeared, and they will remain for probably
So then that's
ever.
why you should have it on the super incubator available even more so, because you can only get a couple eggs, right? And they only either drop from stops or gyms, actually.
All right.
Right? Let's say if you beat a gym, you get an egg. You win a raid, you get an egg in your, like, instead of rare candy.
All right, so you go complete a raid, get a super special
egg,
golden red
egg,
12K egg.
Yes.
That has special things in it.
Yes, for that duration.
Until the event ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like give it a week. You know what I mean? Or
but have
like
have a special category for those event eggs though.
Yeah.
To make sure you're getting your eggs. Worth.
Yeah. But then give it the opportunity to be in this special incubator, because then that would get people out to more raids, right? Which would in turn lead to more raid passes being purchased, because you've now given me an egg.
And super incubators, because they're 12 kilometers.
Exactly. So you're welcome, Niantic. If you need a business fucking development, I'm out here.
You should send an email to Liz George.
I'm just gonna send my resume in. I can do things good too.
See, I sent
Zoolander.
Remember when I sent my resume in when they were looking for jobs?
Yeah.
I never heard back, but I did that.
Oh, well, yeah. Probably because you live in Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, that could have something to do with it. Because you live in, like, with the polar bears and shit.
But I'm super hardcore.
Oh my god. What else you got on them list there? Before this gets way out of hand.
5G network.
Okay, yeah.
Now, US already has it in certain places.
Yes. I'm aware.
Lots of the NFL stadiums have it already. Places around the world have it too.
Yes.
Europe and Switzerland and... Europe. China.
Oh, China.
So the big issue with that part is the Huawei phone issue, blah, 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 China, blah, blah, blah. So US markets...
China.
Right. So, but with 5G, what you'd be looking at is 1,000 times bandwidth improved, which means a faster communication of information, which then is a 10 times latency reduction, which means you'll have less lag.
How does your battery respond to all that, though?
Oh, it's going to suck.
Yeah, it's going to suck ass.
It's going to suck.
Ass.
Let's get all the ass juice in your beard.
Oh my god. What do you do on your spare time? Like when I'm not home? Jesus, fuck. Ugh.
Now, with the 5G system, moving forward.
Now he's just moving forward. He's like, I want to talk about the truffle butter in my beard.
Truffle butter in my beard. Oh my god.
Settle down, Nicki Minaj.
Oh. So with the system, multiple trainers will be able to interact with a Pokemon through multiple devices simultaneously.
What?
Okay, so...
Like, I get what you're saying, but I don't understand.
With 5G, yes, it'll allow things to be anchored better to a GPS coordinate, which is very similar to what they did with the buddy shots with more than one person.
Okay.
But this allows everyone to be able to interact. So So, you know when we do the buddy shot and you can only feed your dude?
Okay.
With 5G, you'd be able to feed mine too.
Okay.
And then it allows them to run and interact.
Can they share?
Possibly.
Okay.
But it would help with the occlusion, which is where when they run behind something, it actually looks like they're behind something instead of in front of something.
Okay, so they'll be like, uh-oh.
Yeah, so it's
okay, so then would that work for AR shots as well?
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a new ball game I like to play.
Rather than trying to create branches and things in front of things, it would do it automatically for you.
That'd be cool.
So like your shot with Growlithe across the thing.
Yes.
Rather than having
to walk across the fucking pond.
No, you'd still go across the pond, but shooting through the trees, you'd have the branches in the way of the shot.
So I wouldn't have to work so hard, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so you'd
that
be
took a lot.
Because you had to find that like pocket, that hole to shoot through. Because if you didn't, all of a sudden there would just be a random branch that's behind him for some reason.
Yeah, and it would be like he's this tiny bug sitting on a branch.
Yes.
And my whole shot goes to shit.
So with this, it allows you to do that sort of Crocodile Dundee placement, sitting behind branches, the National Geographic shots, right? Crikey.
It's not a knife.
So, that's a knife.
That's a knife. I've been doing that at work, and everyone's been joining in. It's been awesome. Carry on.
So, as 5G ramps up, a massive multiplayer event isn't really a question of if.
Is when.
Yes.
When.
So, what Niantic's trying to speak to with everything that they've been trying to work with the Qualcomm purchase of the company, with the glasses and all these different things, and 5G coming, they want to have that giant Mewtwo event in New York City where everyone's battling Mewtwo simultaneously.
That's crazy.
Visibly on their screens. That's what they want. And that...
So non-limit raid.
Well, maybe not a non-limit raid, but possibly, because it does allow less latency and all those issues.
Yeah.
But what they want is that to be a visible battle of everyone's Pokemon working together, so you can see everyone's Pokemon.
Oh my god, so it's like a huge crowd of Pokemons.
Yes, and it would be so awesome as an esport too, because imagine this in an arena. So you've got these guys, they're battling on their phones, but what you're seeing wearing your glasses or whatever's going on
is the Pokemons.
Charizard flying through the arena breathing fire, like,
That'd be awesome.
Oh, yes!
So that means wow, I wish you would get this excited about other things, but you know.
Oh my god.
Can't have it all.
So ridiculous.
I'm talking about dinner. Well, I mean, you probably get excited with whatever your beard does in ass. Honestly, you've dug yourself this grave. I'm just kind of like piling on.
Clearly.
Because it's fun. Damn. But no, but it'd be cool. Because, like, imagine even, like, forget about the battle for 3.5 seconds. Like, imagine just sitting in your apartment and you're like, I wonder what my Chari's doing. Just, like, face up and then, like, it's just like...
Just toss on your glasses. There it is.
There it is. Or it's, like, sitting over there just being a grumpus. Yeah.
You don't pay enough attention to me. I want to bury.
Right? The little huffs. It will be literally like having all our animals, you know?
It'd be cool.
But look at the ear.
The one ear.
Kitten! No, but look at the ear that's folded.
Just like
a little... Oh my god. Oh, your cat's so cute.
My cat.
It doesn't like me. That's alright.
Now, the biggest of perks that I mentioned there is that Canada is finally moving into that 5G, that 5th generation wireless.
Is that starting with like Rogers and Bell, or who's doing that shit?
Right now, the only announcements that we've seen
is Rogers.
I
saw that it's still going into major cities. Like, I know Toronto's one.
Yes, so...
And Montreal's another one, I think.
They've been working with University of British Columbia.
Yeah.
Ericsson, which is a company who has 5G networks in the US, Switzerland, Australia, the Middle East, and South Korea.
Yes.
And Rogers has also come into agreement with the University of Waterloo.
Fuck yeah. Whoop, whoop. Which means that it's going to be like here.
So they're launching 5G networks starting in Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa.
Okay, yeah.
And slowly expanding as it grows.
Yeah.
Vancouver kind of took off because they did all the work in the university itself, so they have a hub there already.
So they're pretty much prepared.
People are enjoying it if they have the phones that work with it.
Yes.
But that's what we're pushing to for cell phone telecommunication companies to begin with, because of the non-issue of service because of the signal itself. Mm-hmm. But it spills out to all sorts of other things like augmented reality games, whether it be Pokemon Go, Harry Potter, anything that's has anything to do with that
virtual reality.
Exactly.
VR.
Now, VR is kind of a different thing. What we're looking at is more AR to do with like reality itself.
My name is Matt, and I know things better.
Well, so
go fuck yourself, man.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
So did I miss anything? Was there anything I haven't said that you want to talk about?
I don't fucking know. Apparently you know it all.
I don't know it all.
Don't hit me.
I flicked you.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
But yeah, a whole lot has gone on in the last... Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, what were you saying? Ow! Ow!
So ridiculous. So was there anything else that you've seen that I haven't already spoken to this week?
I'm just gonna be nice. No, dear. I think that's it. Pretty much. I had fun with the new Pokemons.
Oh yeah.
I still need to get a bunch.
I keep hatching them.
What the fuck, man? Well, maybe, you know what? Maybe it would work better for me if I put my eggs in incubators.
Maybe.
Well, one is in the incubator.
One.
Yes, just one.
So, I mean, beyond that, like I mentioned, we did our Silph Arena tournament. Mm-hmm. It went really well. We had Jamie's take the win once again. Undefeated.
Yeah.
Mind you, he was taking it super serious. He wasn't playing a mean team because it was his... It was his weighted tournament.
Oh, shit. Did he weight ours?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you fucking go. Congratulations, Jamie.
Now, I know he was looking to break top 1,000 by the end of the season.
Yeah.
He's currently ranked 185th.
There you go. Or was it 65th? Oh, fuck. Okay, no, because we can't do him dirty like that.
Can't do him dirty like that.
That'd be so mean. In the world?
Yeah.
162.
162.
162!
So, I know that he said he updated his goal because he's hit it already.
He's number 4 in Canada.
And I think is he the top ranked challenger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So 1, 2, and 3 are ace, and then he's the first
87
challenger.
battles and 67 wins. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's not someone to mess around with. He had to battle Serenix too.
I saw that.
Oh,
I
man.
watched. So you know what? I can say I've beat Jamie once.
But
that's like a thing to say. I've beat Jamie.
You have beat Jamie.
Once.
Yes. Now it's a huge thing to say. Holy crap, yeah.
Yeah, I beat Jamie once. Have you beat Jamie?
In sparring, never in a tournament.
Ha, fuck you, man! That's right. I need to go over and visit so I can reclaim my spot. That's only for winners. He's beat me since. Don't kid yourselves. He's been good.
But yeah, it was a really intense tournament. It was good to see everyone out. I know it was only 4 rounds, but like...
Yeah.
It was good. It was just good to have that, especially with the crappy weather. It was nice to have,
it was shit.
Nice to have people out and enjoying themselves and like... Just happy.
Yeah, I get that.
I watched Mystic 7's reaction video to his first Pokemon Go video.
Yeah.
And it was fucking hilarious.
Mystic's dad?
Mystic 7.
Mystic 7's dad?
Mystic 7's reaction video to his first video of Pokemon Go.
Okay, why did I hear dad?
I have no idea.
What the fuck?
But like, you see him out and he's like, oh yeah, you can see my laptop hanging out of my bag because I didn't know how to screen record. So he had like a knapsack on with his phone plugged into the laptop in his knapsack.
That's so cute.
And he's running around. He's like...
We've come so far.
I heard of this glitch where if you walk away from these Pokemans, that you can get a different Pokemon. So they walked away multiple times and they got the Pikachu thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then... I think it was JT Gilly was teaching him about like Pokestops and teams and battling and... You know, oh, that's a Meowth, and and they like walked up on someone's lawn to catch a Meowth in AR. It was kind of funny. He was like, "Holy crap, it's come a long way."
Well, yeah.
Like not just the game, but like his knowledge too, because that was his first interaction with Pokemon was Pokemon Go. But yeah, your mention of like happy, it's like the memes that you see. We wish the world could be as happy as it was on that like first few months Pokemon Go was released.
That's when world peace was.
Oh yeah.
Was like.
We were battling for gyms, not for world domination.
There you go. Well, now it's world domination in PvP. So.
But I mean, beyond that, I don't think there's too much for us to go over here this evening. We've touched on a lot of topics.
Yeah. Right. Anything else?
No, that's it for me. So everyone, just make sure you tune in on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. We are all sorts of other places. So just search Jolt Switch here. You'll be able to track us down.
Hola.
Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitter. And you can always send us an email at joltswitch@outlook.com. And you can leave a voicemail by clicking that link in the description.
Yes, leave me a voicemail.
No one has left Roxy a voicemail. All she wants is a story.
I'm pretty pissed off. Fuck you guys. I come on here and I'm hilarious. And then no one will tell me a story. Like, I tell you guys stories every week. This is bullshit. I quit. No. Just gonna go to bed. Guten Tag. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Oh, they kitten.
Have a good one, everybody. And make sure to drop your star piece.
Oh, no.